What weird thing would you make socially acceptable if you could? Calling out customers for being rude. Eating alone at a restaurant or a solo movie trip. I mean, sort of limited now due to COVID. But before COVID, when people would hear of me doing that, they said they felt terrible and how depressing that sounds. I'm like, why? Just another day for me. Doesn't feel weird or anything. It's quite nice to get away from constant chats and have a nice quiet meal while being out and about. Wearing cloaks Lord of the Rings style. Fuck jackets. All my homies wear medieval cloaks. 4-day work weeks. Uncomfortable silences. Why do we feel it's necessary to yak about BS in order to be comfortable? Being able to be honest about how you feel without being bullied or belittled. Walking my pig on a leash. Going to the bathroom for 15 minutes. Introverts being allowed to skip parties without being judged. Talking about our mental health issues. We all face some level of depression or anxiety. Why are we lying and pretending to be happy all the time? Periodic sabbaticals from work in addition to PTO. Dressing for comfort over style. I want to live in a world where it's perfectly fine to show up at a job interview in a sweatshirt. The need to wear nice clothes is an arbitrary rule we created for ourselves. Not wearing a bra. I feel weird, like everybody notices when I don't wear one in public and other women give rude looks. I just want to be comfortable. Randomly laughing in public when you remember something funny. I can't help if a funny memory comes to mind and I'm taking the bus. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Men hugging each other often and showing affection. I used to see this when I was younger. Then I think as a society we decided to label such behavior as gay. Edit, I'm female. It's just something I noticed. Edit 2, I'm happy to hear I'm wrong and y'all are all hugging each other where I can't see you. Breastfeeding in public. Not wanting to hustle or making someone else rich. I don't want to put in 60 work hours so I can have a materially successful life. Men should be allowed to express emotions without being seen as weak. It upsets me to see people in pain due to things that aren't their fault. Dumpster diving. As a society we throw so much away. Normalizing dumpster diving would save a lot of salvageable items from going into a landfill. Men having a full emotional range. Requiring employers to post salary on job posts. Everyone can stop wasting time this way. Plus better chance at fair wages. I used to work at restaurants and some employees were allowed to take breaks to smoke. I didn't smoke so I never got any breaks. Every now and then I would go just stand in the walk-in freezer to cool off after I've been running around the restaurant. My peers didn't like that I randomly disappeared for 5 minutes every now and then. I just told them it's my smoke break. So I feel like short 5 minutes breaks should just be allowed. Even if I'm not a smoker. Classifying women not wearing makeup as lazy / normalizing a fresh face on women. Even to formal events. Sure, it looks nice. But can't a lady just rock some nice hair and a fancy outfit, the same way men do? Eating alone in small cities. I used to live in NYC and ate alone all the time. No one ever noticed or cared. I moved to a small beach city. People react to me dining alone as if I were naked and eating a live animal's entrails with my bare hands while screaming the lyrics to the Klondike bar ice cream commercial. Telling someone you're child-free / don't want children without being told you'll change your mind. And other related nonsense. Unfortunately, a lot of people find us odd or not real women for being uninterested in having children. It's not for everyone. Minimalist living. If my house is livable, my car is drivable, and my kids are fed and happy, nobody should care if we don't have the latest game system or the biggest TV or nicest clothes or whatever. Our worth should be based on who we are as a person, not what kind of stuff we own. Wearing the same attire every day. Not the same pair as the previous day, but the same type of shirt / pants. Going out in more costume-style clothing. I'm not talking about overpriced Halloween store crap either. I mean being able to walk around in full Victorian-era clothing. Jedi robes or good pirate wear. I'm tired of looking normal, damn it. Edit, to all the comments saying you can wear whatever, yes I know that. However, this question was about making it socially acceptable so it isn't a weird thing. I want to be able to see people just walking around in cosplay on a normal Tuesday and have absolutely nobody question it. You know that thing we all do where we're walking and suddenly realize we are going the wrong direction or need to change direction. So we stop. Pull out our phones. Pretend like we read something. And then start walking in a new direction? Yeah, I just start randomly changing directions on the fly. Edit, my first silver for this? Alright. Thanks, kind stranger. Until people are very polarized on this issue. Not talking or smiling to anyone in public. It has nothing to do with you, people are not happy all the time and sometimes I just want to get in and get out. Skipping. It's more fun and energy efficient than running. I sometimes do it when I'm alone. Because I like the way it feels. Let people like what they like without being bullied for it. I'm a guy and I get a lot of flack for complimenting people's clothing. I don't think it's weird. But apparently it means I must like men. If you got nice shoes, I'm going to say they're nice shoes. Capes. Not being always productive and not devoting one's life to making money. Say the phrase, I'm happy or this makes me happy. One time I made the mistake of saying that about my hobbies. And the person I was talking to looked at me like I had grown two heads. As adult people, it's frowned upon to make emotional remarks. And it shouldn't have to be weird if you want to share it. Besides, being/feeling happy is a disposition per se and shouldn't have to relate to an emotional talk. It's exhausting having to give explanations. Frilly dresses for adults. Am I the only one? I loved wearing them at Christmas and Easter as a little girl. Now I feel like I can't get away with it. Satin. Lace. Pastel-colored ruffles, puffy sleeves. Embroidered flowers and ribbons. A skirt that flies out when you spin around. Or maybe even a corset. Looks silly on a grown woman. Especially if everyone else is wearing blue jeans and t-shirts. I sure miss dressing up like that though. Correcting other people's kids. Not physically. But telling them to quit their bullshit if their parents aren't doing it. Not drinking alcohol at gatherings. Short naps at work. Running in public to get to places quicker. Dressing however you want. Makeup. Dresses. Medieval cloaks. Whatever you want. Regardless of gender too. That'd be nice. I think people should be able to wear whatever they want as long as it covers things most people don't want to see. Just walk around in cosplay if you want to. I wish everyone felt comfortable to dress however they would want to. Running, jogging rather than speed walking. Sometimes my walk home after I park is like 5 minutes and I'd be there in 2 seconds if I could run without people thinking something is wrong. I wish that people would stop conflating women not wearing makeup with being unprofessional. I worked in a place where a girl was told she looked unprofessional when she didn't wear makeup. Yikes. Wearing shorts at work during summer. Why wear pants when you could be more comfortable? Edit, thanks for the gold. The IRS telling you how much you owe in taxes. Staying silent if you don't really have something to say. Staying home when sick. I really hope this pandemic would improve that mindset. But nope, people still think you're a lazy POS if you stay home when you're sick. Being able to take a day off because you just want to as opposed to having to come up with an excuse. Edit, congrats to everyone who has a great job and great company that allows them to call out whenever for whatever reason. My team is very small and I am one of 2 in my role, so I always need a legitimate reason to not show up. I wish it were different, but it's what I've got to do to pay my bills. If it's anything, I do enjoy my job for the most part. I would like to make it socially acceptable to tell employers that you're only in it for the money and it being a legitimate answer. What am I supposed to tell employers that I have always wanted to work at a part-time job and get yelled at by Karen so I could just make ends meet? Edit, spelling. Staying completely silent in other people's company. Wearing nicer clothes than normal for no reason. Yes. I'm usually in jeans and a t-shirt at work. Yes. Today I decided to wear a suit. No, I don't have a job interview or have to go to court. Sitting. On the floor or anywhere really. If other people are at my house having fun but I'm tired. I just want to be able to go to bed. But they can stay and have a good time. Being awake late at night and sleeping all morning. I've been like this since a kid. Circadian rhythm is just backwards. Can't fall asleep before 3. I wish people didn't treat me like I'm lazy or something. I'm a pretty productive guy. I just get my work done while you are all asleep. Taking a social time out without having to smoke or occupy the bathroom. My work day is 6 to 8 hours. It's an open plan office. Lunch is social. And I have at least an hour commute per day. That's at least twice my maximum social energy per day. Being able to move your body more in everyday situations. It is often socially expected to sit and wear clothing which makes it impossible to move. I would like to be able to randomly squat, stretch and the like. Neutral facial expressions. People act like anything that isn't definitely a smile is some sort of insult. Another reason to appreciate masks. Yes. Siestas. In the middle of the workday. Openly talking about your finances with other people. A lot of people don't realize they're underpaid because nobody talks about wages. It's so bizarre to me that it's a taboo subject. We all rely on money in some form. Let's just discuss it. Being able to sit in silence with someone without it being awkward. People shouldn't feel obligated to come up with conversation. It makes interacting stressful. I do not believe in awkward silences. Talk about something when it comes to you and conversations will feel way more real and interesting. Thanks for watching.